Good evening. My name is Kacper Paradowski and you are watching Poland Daily News. The Polish Ministry of Health reported over 4,700 new cases of coronavirus infection in the country in the last 24 hours. The disease has also taken the lives of 46 Poles who suffered from pre-existing conditions, as well as 6 suffering from COVID-19 alone. As of tomorrow, the whole of Poland is to transform into a yellow zone. It will be mandatory to wear face coverings in public, and in compliance with newly imposed regulations will result in fines. Professor Ryszard Rutkowski, an allergist from the Medical University of Białystok, is making an attempt to dispel the myth about the effectiveness of cotton masks. In an interview with the dorzeczy.pl website, Professor Rutkowski said that contrary to the information published by the Ministry of Health, cotton masks are not an effective protective measure against coronavirus infection. If the distance disinfection mask theory was correct, then there would not be any problems with COVID-19 in Spain, France or the United Kingdom, where these methods have been strictly enforced for many months. In contrast to these countries, the victory over COVID-19 was officially announced in Sweden, where the society was not terrorized with face masks, social distancing and disinfection terror. Honesty requires people to stop lying that cotton masks are effective in the battle against the virus. Because in every infectious hospital, doctors and nurses wear surgical masks, face shields or N95 masks when they come into contact with COVID-19 patients. Since March, our prominent television specialists who are promoting mask wearing have had enough time to conduct scientific research and prove what percentage of viruses is effectively stopped by a cotton mask. The government's strategy to battle the coronavirus epidemic was defended today by Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki during his speech at the Poland, a Great Project Congress. According to the head of the government, the strategy chosen by Poland during the first wave of infections saved over 20,000 lives.
Polska odpowiedź na COVID-19 w tej pierwszej odpowiedzi.
The Polish response to COVID-19 in its primary form was appropriate. I remember the day of March 13th, and I am not superstitious, but it was also a Friday, when we first made the decision to lock down many spheres of social and economic life in Poland. I was receiving many phone calls questioning the approach, questioning whether it is worth making such a risky decision in order to avoid a few deaths. Everything was uncertain at that moment, and we were being criticized for such a reaction. Today, we know, and this is confirmed by international institutions, that the decision made by us in March saved the lives of over 20,000 people. The value of human life was clear to us then, and is clear to us now when we are still making decisions on how to further battle the virus. We strive to find the best solutions in answering difficult questions surrounding the country's healthcare system, as well as the economy, which has been significantly hit by the ongoing epidemic. A comparison between the situation in rich Western countries and the situation in Poland speaks for itself. It goes to show that if the country and its inhabitants are being treated seriously, then anything can be achieved.
W bogatych krajach i dzieje się cały czas, w bogatych krajach zachodnich.
The Law and Justice Party is ready to make concessions on the provisions in the highly controversial 5 for Animals bill regarding the introduction of a longer transitional period and compensation for meat producers. Today, the Senate Committee on Agriculture and Rural Development debated on this bill. The same is to vote on the bill on Tuesday, October 13th. It all depends on how the announced amendment is going to get past the procedure of the Senate. It is very difficult to discuss this matter right now because we don't know what the amendment will look like after it leaves the Senate. However, we want to prepare ourselves for different scenarios. The team is working on it today from 10:30. Right now, I'm on my way to participate in the sitting. We have to estimate what values we can expect. White House physician Sean Conley has confirmed that American President Donald Trump has returned to full health after battling a coronavirus infection and is now cleared to attend public meetings. Trump is scheduled to attend an election rally in Florida this weekend, most likely on Saturday. There have been many questions surrounding the presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. The President of the United States is back in shape, and Biden's staff wants to postpone the duel between the two candidates to October 22nd. The third and final televised clash between the candidates was to take place in Tennessee. Trump's staff proposes that this third debate be postponed to October 29th and not be held remotely. The committee organizing the presidential debate announced yesterday that the second debate, scheduled for October 15th due to the American president's illness, could only be held remotely. The White House host rejected participation in such a format. As he explained, in this form the moderator can turn off the microphone at any time, so he does not intend to waste any time. Trump believes that the committee decision favors Joe Biden. The polls also favor the Democratic candidate, but Donald Trump certainly does not intend to lay down his arms. This presidential election in the United States is scheduled to be held on November 3rd. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for Poland Daily Business. Good night.